Hi, I'm Todd Wente, and this is the Daily 180. 180 seconds of motivation and inspiration intended to help you take action to improve your life. Today is episode 6 of the Daily 180, and it is number 3 in our series of the ABCs of success. If it's number 3, we're going to be talking about a word that begins with C. There was a period of time in my life that I spent my entire free time focusing on words that began with the letter C. It was 2 years to be specific, and I was not alone in this activity. There were a bunch of us. And what we were trying to do is think about words that began with C, characteristics, attributes, personal kinds of things that we could say, oh, this idea begins with C, this begins with C, and we could implement those into our lives, and then as a result of doing that, hopefully, during that 2-year period of time, we would become more successful in the things that we were trying to do. Likewise, when we finished that, the intention was we would take all of the lessons that we had learned and apply them into our lives later on. Well, if 2 years was spent thinking about C words, you can imagine that I know quite a few C words that would easily fit into our ABCs of success. I've decided to focus today on the word concentration. Concentration is a very interesting word. When I first think of concentration, maybe like you, I think of the game that we played when we were kids. We'd take a deck of cards, lay them all out, and then we'd say to somebody, hey, let's play concentration. And the idea was you tried to focus on the deck, you tried to focus on the way that the cards were laid out, and find matches. And when you saw somebody who turned a card over, you tried to concentrate and remember where that match was for the future. Well, concentration as it applies to the idea of success is not all that different. Concentration is about blocking out distractions. Now, in my experience, there are 2 ways that concentration becomes very valuable to us. The first way is a short-term concentration. It's a time that we make ourselves block out all of the distractions around us for a period of time so that we can accomplish a particular task or a particular series of tasks. Most of us have done this when we've had a very tight time frame for a project at work or maybe a project around the house. We block out all the other distractions. We don't think about the other things that might need to get done or the other things that should get done or need to get done later on during the day. And we focus or concentrate our attention just on the one task. Now, the other way to do that is for a long-term perspective, that we find what we are good at and we concentrate our energies over time in those areas that we are very good at. I experienced that with a friend of mine. He was a lawyer. I grew up and he lived down the street. When I came home from a period of time away from school, he was living in a multi-million-dollar mansion. I asked him how he did it. He said, Todd, I have learned that if I will concentrate my energies in areas where I have talent and ability, I get better results than if I allow myself to be distracted and diffused. Concentration, it can help us all. Well, that's today's daily episode of the Daily 180. Go forth and conquer. Have a great day.